Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set! 18 cards, ready!
They'll run. Here's DeVar Achane. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 ready! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle! Check, hurt!
Option handoff now to Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Willis looking to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go! Ready,
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darius Slayton, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
let's go! Ready!
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this one. You give up the touchdown, and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive. hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Street. Hey, smash. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler, Dragon 60. Ready.
Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
Now Willis on 4th down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Glenn Delpit. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 19, 18, grab 60, Buffalo 18.
Throwing, Sanders. Open man, that's Tillman. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line.
60 Bobcats.
Here's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
60 Eagles. Ready. 70 Lions.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down is Judkins. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 7.
18, Pioneer. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
70, Timberwolves. Warriors, 70. Let's go.
Sanders to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Cup 19. Cup Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Cougar, 19. Viking, 18. Ready.
Judkins looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try again. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to throw, Willis. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
At the 35-yard line.
Go, Reed. Go. Go.
They give to Achane on the action. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here we go. Here we go. Gravity line.
Back to throw, Willis. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 57 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Ready.
They'll run. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Come on, set, smash, go.
Willis on the sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Rig alert, rig alert. Buffalo, go street. Street, street.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Okay, ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10.
79 Broncos. Ready? 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready, right?
Now Sanders. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Mustang 19. Ready, right? 60 left, 18. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Six, hurt. Dragon 60. Hut, hut.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Buffalo 18. Here we go. Set. Warriors. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Now Willis. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. Come on, come on. Set. 19, 18.
From the shotgun, Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready? Up 18, pioneer. Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Give up the middle, Judkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a 2nd and 6.
Panther 60, Buffalo 18. Ready? Cowboy, Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw, here's Willis. Throw caught by Achane. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
60 Bobcats.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Let go.
Willis out of the gun. That is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Check. 70 Timberwolves. 19 tight.
Here's Willis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Get it. 18.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
69, 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
60.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he gets it down to the 32. That'll put him north of 100 yards receiving now in this divisional round game. And it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready. 19, Tiger.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
He was taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They go play action with Willis. He's got Dosich going across the formation. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Dolphins, first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11,
First down and goal to go.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Willis looking to throw it. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his second touchdown of the night. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
19 Lions.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Top 19, Cowboy 80.
The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Willis out of the gun. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trap 60.
Shotgun snap to Willis. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Willis will look to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Let's go now. Hot 70, hot 70. 79 Broncos. Hurt. Rig alert. Rig.
Willis is going to throw once more. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
70 Ranger. 18, Pioneer. Check smash. Panther 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get this one complete to Atwell. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Buffalo 18. Let's go. 19 side. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Cut 19. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready. Cougar Warriors 70. Mustang 19. Go.
Sanders to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 5. Willis on the option to the right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
First down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Willis with another keeper. And he'll be blocked down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Ready, ready.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the third down.
Okay, ready.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
60, Viking, 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 18, Pioneer. Rig alert, rig alert. Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are
Do not quit. Trash, bro.